We're having some pretty amazing weather right now, and I am absolutely loving this. Feels like summer. It's in the high 70s, even though we're still in the middle of April and things have been really cold lately. It's so nice that I fully opened my window in spite of the concerns that there's no screen on it and mice and other critters can fly in here literally without being stopped and hang out in the unit as they have done in the past. There's rodents that live in the cracks and nooks and crannies of the bricks of this building, and they come in when the open window is, open for more than a few minutes. But because the weather is nice outside, I'm assuming that the mice don't feel like coming in here because there's really no difference between the temperature in this unit and the temperature outside. I'm just loving this. It's a summer day, and it's such a beautiful day. Today's Saturday, April 19th, 2025. I just got a major bill paying obligation out of the way and I feel much better. I also sent a lot of documentation emails to the local police department, the landlord's attorneys, and my employer, who are all acting in an activistic capacity that is illegal and constitutes fraud, unfair and deceptive business practices, discrimination, and all kinds of other illegal activities and acts. And I feel much better now. It is an exciting day today because there's a lot of brand new stuff going on in my life. New job offers, social events coming up, maybe court cases to file. I've had to be kind of acting as my own attorney over the last 5 years due to the landlord's constant, unjustified, unfair and deceptive, fraud-based legal cases against my tenancy. And now I get to return the favor. And so I'm kind of excited about that. I've gotten a lot of legal training under my belt, not even wanting to, but having to act in an attorney capacity for myself. And because I am already educated and have gone as far as anybody can go in education, which is a PhD program, I'm pretty good at switching fields without needing to go back to school. I can just do a lateral shift and use the study skills and data gathering abilities that I've had to engage in my PhD program and in my master's program to just switch fields, right? I can be my own attorney if I want. I'm actually fairly decent at defending myself in court. Now, have I ever prosecuted a case? No, I haven't. But as a private citizen, you have the right to take a case to court under any circumstance that justifies taking someone to court under the law. You don't need an attorney to do that. So I'm very excited. And this weather is so beautiful. And there's this amazing vibe right now. It's sort of like a miracle vibe. Easter is tomorrow. We are Easter weekend. I had a sleepless night. It was very stressful. I was getting electronically assaulted pretty much the entire night that I was lying on my bed by somebody who kept making violent slamming and banging noises, first in the area of the bathroom of 78 behind my kitchen sink. And then that same person seems to have migrated back to their holding pen in unit 76 directly below my bed, where they were making repeated violent and slamming and banging noises throughout the entire night, even at like 3:30 in the morning when I was lying here trying to sleep, and they were using a directed energy weapon to electronically assault me at the same time that they were making the violent slamming and banging noises. And I've reported this concurrence of these two simultaneous activities occurring constantly over the last 5 years in dozens of YouTube videos. The slamming and banging, and often marijuana smoke, cigar smoke, etc., always occur at the same time as the energy weapon starts getting used. That's a pattern. But now it's very quiet outside. Super quiet. I'm getting stuff done. I'm cleaning things. I'm preparing for tomorrow. I do have to go to work tomorrow. We'll see what's going on with that. They pulled a bait and switch. This employer engaged in fraudulent enticement by basically providing like false information in a job offer letter that, I can sue them over. So I'm looking forward to that. First, I have to hear what they have to say about their fraudulent job offer and the fact that they pulled a bait and switch and are engaging in a lot of unfair and deceptive business practices. Fraudulent enticement is an unfair and deceptive business practice. So, I always win because when people do horrible things to you, well, you haven't done anything wrong. You can just take them to court and you usually win if the law is clear on the issue that you're suing people over. Yay. I love this. This is a beautiful summer afternoon. I'm getting like a Upper East Side, um, Dirty Sexy Money kind of vibe. That was a show in 2007 about a very wealthy Upper East Side family. I'm getting like a New York vibe right now. I don't know why, but I love it. Gossip Girl kind of vibe. Definitely like a Upper East Side, New York in summer feel. Maybe it's the brick building outside this window that kind of reminds me of some New York buildings, but I don't know. I'm just loving this. This is great. This is a beautiful afternoon. And I'm just relaxing and enjoying it. Tomorrow's Easter. So, hey, here's to spring and to new beginnings and miracles. There's also a strong twin flame kind of feel in here today. Not sure why. I know my twin flames. I have two. So far, there hasn't been a third one. But I do have quite a few soulmates that seem to just come and go. Sometimes they act in an activistic capacity against me. Then I have to just forget about them and move on. But there's always another soulmate. And these connections are really intense, sudden, vivid, always involving people that I've interacted with and met and have to interact with again or send emails to or whatever. It's called a connection ship. It's not a relationship. It's a connection ship. You meet somebody, there's instantly a lightning bolt running through the connection. It feels divine. It feels kind of out of this world, but the person physically exists and you have to send them emails or see them at work or, that kind of thing. So there's a soulmate twin flame kind of situation going on. And it feels like a summer, breezy, beautiful summer day. And now it looks like it might rain outside. So, who doesn't love like a summer thunderstorm in the evening when you're sitting on your porch or you have the windows open and you can listen to the rainfall and watch the lightning and thunder? I love this. So today's a beautiful day as far as I'm concerned. And because I really got so much done yesterday, today was a very busy, long day. Started at 5:30 a.m. when I got up to go to work and didn't end until almost 11:30 when I finished all of my obligations. I did not make it to work today. I was wiped out, exhausted, and mentally strained because of the fraudulent offer letter that my employer sent me that I have to correct and get clarification on before taking legal action against them. Then that kind of puts a kink in your ability to sleep. And I was also getting electronically assaulted throughout the night while I was lying here on this bed, and sent an email to the police department about their refusal to acknowledge the existence of directed energy weapons. They keep denying that they exist, but hey, there's so much out there on Google in terms of factual, consistent data on not just the existence of directed energy weapons, but who uses them, who has access to them, and how they are used, that, the Boston police, their efforts at gaslighting anybody who brings up the topic of directed energy weapons only implicates them in the fact that they are the ones who, according to factual data, have access to a directed energy weapon and then can place that directed energy weapon into the hands of nefarious entities, groups, and people if that's what they want to do. Police departments all over the country use directed energy weapons to engage in crowd control. There are two types of directed energy weapons, sound and heat. And the one that I keep getting blasted by while lying on this bed or trying to use my toilet is heat. It uses microwave frequency output to electronically assault people and cause them intense burning pain and electrical sensations that are used in crowd control situations where law enforcement needs to, control people. So they're the ones who have the directed energy weapons, according to dozens of YouTube videos, Google articles, even law enforcement data themselves. They have to list the fact that they have access to this weapon or that they're using a weapon. And so it's a matter of public record. There's no science fiction involved. Nobody's imagining anything. This data is out there for anybody to access. And I keep experiencing it exactly as it is described in videos and articles as to the use of a thermal microwave emitting energy device. But right now that's not happening, and it's a beautiful afternoon. We're getting that kind of thunderstorm vibe, that summer rain kind of feel, and I'm just lying on my bed loving the Gossip Girl Upper East Side New York summer day kind of feel, and just relaxing and watching videos on my phone. This is great. Happy Easter.